Okay, so this game is called Empyrion Galactic Survival. It's a game I picked up just earlier this week uh, because there was so many mixed reviews on No Man's Sky, and I was like, well, this one's on sale on Steam for $10, and normally it's only $20. So either way, it's a good deal. Um, it's in alpha, so there are some rough patches here and there that you're going to run into. Uh, when you land, one of the first things you're going to want to do is find water. You should always have your base near water because it can be used to make oxygen, and then you can harvest water to then use for your plants and actually just the planting squares that you have to put down. So this is my beginnings of a base. It really pretty much already has everything I need. These are my plants and glow lights. I only made these platforms up above, and they have to be that high over the plant. You need one block space for the plant and then another block space for the light. So just remember that and you'll be fine. Looks like the tomatoes are ready to harvest. Out here in the water, one of these is my water generator for making water, and the other one is my oxygen generator. Now I'm on the easy planet, and I'm actually playing in easy mode because I've never played a game like this before. And you don't need a whole lot of oxygen, but you do use it to go down underwater to collect seaweed, which is used to make fuel for your mining drill. Now, the first thing I did once I got those two things set up, and then I used you get a basic constructor as well, which you use to make these initial blocks that my base is made out of. But the first thing I did was drill out this big cave. It didn't have any of these blocks in it yet. And after I got back far enough and made it big enough to hold all the stuff I needed, I went to my basic replicator and made my core. This is the core. You have to put this down first before you can place any of the other blocks. So I started here and then built the base out from there, pretty much out to somewhere like here. Then I used my replicator to make three things: a fuel tank, this power generator. Actually, I think those are the only two things I could make at that time. Yeah, and I think I made this main constructor, which can make a lot more stuff than the basic one you get at the beginning of the game. As soon as you turn this stuff on, you're going to get attacked by drones. So as soon as I turn that on, I start using this replicator to build guns. I'm going to build a big cannon turret and the associated ammo that goes with it. And you need an ammo box as well. That you may have to research under your technology tree. Now you get stuff on your tech tree by leveling up, and you level up just by building stuff. So just like laying down these blocks, by mining and collecting resources, you'll start leveling. So here's my gun and my ammo box. I think I still did have to kill one drone with the pistol you get at the very beginning. It took him a while, since my core was clear down here inside my cave. He kind of hovered above ground for a long time. That gave me a little bit of time on the constructor to get some stuff mostly built, and before it finally got down here towards the opening and I was able to kill it from here. And then after that, I didn't have to kill any of the drones myself. My gun did it. So that is just some of the stuff you'll want to know before you get going. You definitely want to get those three things up and running as soon as possible. This is where you also make your lights, like these lights that I have on. One thing I couldn't figure out, I hit T once, that turns your lights on and off. And it also will turn off your grow lights, which stops your plants from growing. So you need to have your lights on, these grow lights in particular, for your plants to grow. Because part of the resource management in this game is food, and you need to eat food constantly. In fact, that's probably one of the biggest resources that you need to get stable first, and then you can go out and start mining for other materials to build more stuff. But you're constantly needing food, so make sure you get that set up one of the very first things that you do after you get your, some defenses built. And then once you start harvesting food, you're going to want a refrigerator to store it in, and that will stop it from decaying. And then you'll want a food processor, and like from here, if you have wheat or whatever, you can make bread. If you go out and kill something, you can make salami. The reason you want salami over, say, grilled steak has a perish time of 25, and salami has 70, so it lasts longer. You can also, out in the wild, harvest. There are things out in the wild that you can eat. There's like berries, and they call it a corn dog plant. Actually, on this planet, I have yet to find any corn dog plants, but I found lots of berries, and there's honey that you can use, and that will tide you over until you can get your grow stations going. Okay, I think that is it. After you start mining your local resources, you'll want to build a hovercraft, and this one is really crappy because I built it really quick and it's really top heavy. It turns over on its top quite often, but you'll want this so that you can move pretty quickly from one mine to another and to find new mines. And I think that's going to be it for this video. My next video, I'll actually start a new game so you can kind of see the process of how to build all this stuff from the very beginning and why I do things in the order that I do them. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'm going to pause this now and have a good day.